Let's look at the financial aspect. Of course, Bitcoin is a financial technology, or Bitcoins are financial assets. In fact, Bitcoin is a payment method. Bitcoin is a currency. That's why it's called a cryptocurrency. But it's different from the other currencies and other financial assets and things like that in several ways. One that stands out the most is deflationary nature. Despite it being a digital asset, which you would think like being digital, it means we can have as many units, maybe to infinity. That's not the case. Bitcoin is the core protocol is written in such a way that it limits the amount of Bitcoins that will ever be in circulation. The number is 21 million. We can never have more than that. Then you might ask, is indeed possible that somebody might change that, just go and change the code and say now we can have 42 million? That's not possible, because even if you took the version of the core software and changed it, the other people have to accept it. They have to download it and run it on their computer. That's why it's so difficult to update the Bitcoin core software. It's because, yes, you can update the version on your machine, but it is useless until everybody on the network says, okay, I agree, let's download that one and use it. And most people are not are incentivized to want Bitcoin to be 21 million, because even the people on the network, because if they say, oh, then we are going to accept all of us, let's download and run that software that says it's 42 million, then guess what? They are compromising their own value, because they are being paid in Bitcoin. Then it means their Bitcoin, the ones, whatever they earn is going to lose value. Nobody wants that. So people are strongly incentivized in the community to make sure that that cap of 21 million stays. Nobody even dreams of removing it, except people who are outside, people who don't have any say, in fact, are the kind of people who might be like, oh, maybe that should be changed to be maybe 72 million Bitcoin. So that deflationary nature of Bitcoin makes it special, because most of the other currencies lose value over time. And the main reason why that is the case is that most of these other currencies, the amount is not capped. We don't know that there is no cap on how many dollar units will ever be printed. There is none. The government, or the parliament, or the legislating houses around the world might decide, oh, for this year we are going to cap debts at this level, but the next year they remove that ceiling, and and then so there is this money that coming into circulation. And it's also the case that most of the money that comes into circulation comes from the banks that are allowed to loan out 90% or something to that. It's for the fractional reserve. Like if they have 10,000 deposits, then they can lend out 9,000 of that. And then those who take that 9,000 in debt, they bring it back to the bank. The bank can still use the same amount to give even more debt, which now creates more money. So with time, these banks, commercial banks, in fact, not even the central bank, are creating money. And that creation of money is making the value of the money to go down.